What's up guys, Starnes here with Droid Modder X. Many of you are probably familiar with Benson Luang. He's the Google engineer that has made himself responsible for giving us a list of compatible accessories, chargers, charge cables, charge bricks that are compatible with USB Type-C. Now he has already made his announcement that both the HTC 10 and LG G5 are neither USB Type-C spec compliant. The reason being is they use Quick Charge 3.0, and Quick Charge 3.0 cannot be USB Type-C spec compliant. The reason being is USB Type-C will only allow for charging up to 5 volts. Quick Charge 3.0 actually charges intermittently between 9 volts and 12 volts to give you a quicker charge. A few days ago, I actually saw a report on XDA. A user experienced something kind of extreme with the HTC 10. He used a Nexus 6P charger to charge his HTC 10 overnight. When he woke up in the morning, he went to grab his phone to check it and literally burned his hand. Yesterday, one of the Android Central writers also had a similar experience. He used a Pixel C charger to charge his HTC 10, and he only left his plugged in for a couple of hours, and he said that it was so hot that he could not hold it in his hand. So those two stories had me wondering, is this a random occurrence, or will all HTC 10 phones overheat when you use a charger other than the included HTC 10 charger? Today we're going to test the HTC 10 to see how it handles a charge from a Nexus 6P charger. Let's go ahead and get started. So I had the HTC 10, I've got the Nexus 6P charger, and we have an infrared thermometer. So we're gonna test out the temperature at rest. And we're looking at about 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and plug in the Nexus 6P charger. And as you guys can see here, I'm not getting any notifications telling me that this charger is not compatible or anything like that. There's no warning telling me don't use this charger. What I'm gathering is that the HTC 10, when it's not using the included charger, it doesn't know when it's reached 100%, and it allows the charger to keep charging the phone. And once it's reached full capacity and it continues to charge, that's when the overheating begins. So we're gonna leave this here for about an hour and see what kind of temperatures we get out of the device. Okay, so as an update, we're at about 45 minutes or so. We're at 95% charge, and I've been kind of periodically checking this. It's gotten as hot as 97 degrees. Let's see here. It looks like it's gone back down to 87 degrees. And as it reaches the end of that 100% charge, it seems to be cooling off. So I'm still wondering if it's going to overheat after 100%. I guess we'll just have to see. We're finally at a 100% charge, and it looks like our temperature is at 82. So it's not overheating at all. We'll leave it on the charger for, maybe another hour and see if it does overheat. But it looks like I'm getting the message that the device is fully charged, which tells me that HTC on this device is stopping the charge. So I think where it was overheating is where HTC didn't know that it was fully charged and it continued to charge a battery that was already fully charged. We may not experience overheating here, but we'll give it several more minutes to charge and see what it does. All right guys, after a few hours of charging, it looks like the phone is just fine with no overheating issues whatsoever. This could be an isolated event with the other two devices that got incredibly hot, and I'm sure there were even more devices out in the wild that did overheat if they were used with the charger that was not included with the phone. So the moral of the story is just be careful with the chargers that you're using. Be aware that the HTC 10 is not USB Type-C spec compliant. You'll probably want to only use the charger that actually came from HTC or HTC branded chargers until this whole Type-C thing is figured out. The final temperature there is 83 degrees. So we're not really seeing anything major as far as overheating. In fact, that's pretty cool. The phone is actually cool to the touch, so no overheating whatsoever in this particular experience. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com. Follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.